All right. And we're live.
And we're live. Cheers, my man.
Cheers.
Got to start with a cheers all the time.
All the time, man. It's a good day. Another day in paradise.
Yeah, it was actually a rough day. Mondays suck.
Oh, yeah. Mondays do suck.
Mondays suck. Today was somewhat of a...
See, I was trying to be like, what is that word? Optimistic about it. I don't know.
No, there's nothing optimistic about Mondays.
Like, I was trying to just be like, hey, we're back. This is the best part of the day.
Yeah.
Monday.
We're back, everybody.
podcast day.
Welcome back. Yeah,
There it is.
smile.
Everything.
Right?
You know?
No, today's shitty. I mean, it was a typical Monday today.
Yeah,
typical
yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But hey, we adapt and overcome, right?
Hey, that's what it is.
We adapt and overcome.
Kind of ties into the whole
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what?
podcast.
We always do that, and it's not intentional.
No, it's
it
not.
just happens to
there
flow.
it is. Yeah, so today, what are we getting into today?
Today is conquer your chaos, how small business owners live through chaos every day. So we're going to talk about that. This is the first time we actually came out with like a real title.
Yeah.
So I think we should start doing
so.
that.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
just have a, I mean, we started with a topic, but like a real title, like a catchy title.
Yeah, clickbait.
Yeah. Well, way to go. Click.
We just put a hot chick on the...
Or you could do that.
Yeah, we get like 100,000 views.
But then, yeah, I mean, we're not just looking for guys in our audience.
Clickbait.
Or we just put...
Girls will love it too.
You-
There are some that would love it. So,
You just got to put, if you're going to do it, you have to, for all audiences.
hey, I mean, she's hot enough. It's there. But
Jennifer Aniston. It's done.
done. But
Done. Shout out to Jennifer Aniston. If you ever buy the remote, ever watch this.
that was your one shot.
That was my one
You
shot. My
took it.
15th of
All right,
hey,
you took it.
yes,
I'm happy for you.
yes. I am single, Jennifer.
Wow.
Call me.
All right, cool.
Anyway, moving on past I see you got me all red in the face talking about
my bad.
Jennifer.
Yeah, I mean,
Jennifer
hey.
Aniston.
Well, yeah, she
Yeah.
knows.
Horrible
bro.
bosses. So that she kind of plays.
She definitely knows.
Yo, the flow is there because she was in Horrible Bosses, and we're talking about, chaos and business owners and bosses. And
So what type of chaos are you actually talking about?
so chaos is, in my thought process,
Right.
small business owners living in chaos, or small businesses living in chaos every day, is, in my opinion, is lack of a vision, lack of a mission, lack of having company values and processes, procedures, and policies and things of that nature. And, in the consulting that I do, and the small businesses that we're in, small, medium businesses we're in, we see it all the time. We see it all the time. There's no mission, there's no vision. So much so that I actually taught a course or did a seminar on mission and vision.
Yeah.
And it's just insane that it's like running with your head cut off, just reactive. Let me just solve one thing at a time,
Right.
instead of, it's very narrow focused, very narrow thinking.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, I mean, so can you just start out that way, or could you be focused, have the vision, have the mission, and then just kind of fall off? I mean, does it apply both ways, or
Well, it plays all the way around.
is this just for the brand new business owner who's, wearing all hats, or, small business, you got, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 employees, and you feel like every day is just a freaking war. So
I think it applies to everybody. I think
There
it
is.
applies regardless of if it's just you as a business owner, singular, or if you have employees, or you've been in business 1 month, or you've been in business 25 years. I think it applies to everybody, right?
Right.
It's, whether you have one person or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, you still have to have processes, procedures. You still have to have a mission and a vision. You still have to have things that you follow. I think it's important to have, I always equate to a mission. Well, I'll start with a vision first. Like,
Right. And I'm gonna read our vision.
well, let me explain this first.
Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So in my interpretation, a vision is, I always say vision stands for victory.
Right.
Right. So if you can pick a mountain and you're standing on top of that mountain, and that top of that mountain is your victory.
Right.
What is your victory in your business? What is your ultimate goal in your business? What are you looking to achieve? What is your ultimate victory, right? That's what your vision is. And your mission is what you wake up every day and go into work to do to achieve that mission, or excuse me, that vision. So your vision is your victory, your biggest point. It doesn't have to be achievable.
Right.
You know, it could be that ultimate dream. What do you want your company to be, right? And then your mission, when you wake up every day, you go into work. These are the things that you do. You achieve your mission in order to achieve your vision. So that's what I view them as.
All right. So our vision, we are committed to becoming the ultimate partner to small businesses, a company that our clients trust and rely on to achieve success.
Exactly. That's why we come to work every day.
Yeah, that fits the bill.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we come to work every day, to do that. And then what's our vision?
That is our vision, as you just said.
That was our vision?
Yeah.
No, that was our mission.
No.
No, I'm just playing with you.
This guy.
I'm trying to throw curveballs at you.
You wrote it.
I know. So right. So that's the ultimate thing that we want to achieve, right?
Right, every day.
And then we come to work every day for what?
To achieve that mission.
Right. So what is that mission?
All right. So our mission is what Balancelogic was established to provide the small business with the expertise, support, and resources needed to improve their businesses by providing them the critical operation services needed to maintain and grow their company. Right. Bringing high-level quality professionals to the everyday small business. So, you know, we all have a bunch of expertise, some more specific than others. You know, they're definitely... I don't want to toot our own horns, but they're very, very. I mean, at a corporate level, they're very specialized. I mean, we could go.
So by providing great employees, providing great service at the highest level, that's what we're coming to do. Remind ourselves every day to do that, and then hopefully we'll achieve that vision.
Definitely.
That's kind of what it is in a nutshell. Yeah. And it can apply different to everybody, but that's kind of the guidelines I would say to follow.
Right.
But when we come to work every day, we know we have something to achieve, right?
Yeah.
We have something to look forward to. We have something that guides us. You know.
So that's great, right? So I can say our mission and vision, right? Boom, right? Now, how do you actually achieve it without being a freaking just a turkey? I mean, you know what I mean? Just running around crazy.
Well, I mean,
because I can say that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know their mission and vision. That's what they start off with. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Let's give it a huge benefit of the doubt.
Most people
start a business because they're good at what they do, or they think they're going to make a ton of money right off the bat. So let me start a business.
Yeah. So let me give Joe Schmo the benefit of the doubt. He actually talked to his cousin and he said, "Hey, write down a mission and vision." Right.
Right.
All right. So, but every day he still is like, just flapping in the wind. He has no freaking idea.
Well, that's because, and it's the same thing with a business plan.
Yeah.
You're always taught, whether you're going for your MBA or talk to your buddy or your cousin or whatever, hey, you need a business plan.
Yeah.
Let me do a business plan. That's great. Well, let me do a mission and vision. That's great. Maybe you establish it. Yeah. Maybe you take that step and you create your mission, you create your vision, you're very excited about it, and you create a business plan. But guess what happens? You take that and you put it in the shelf and it never comes out again.
Right.
And it's a paperweight for dust bunnies.
So,
you know?
So what, I mean, what in your expertise, because you've been there, right? I mean, a lot of people have when you first start off. I mean, you can't afford 20 people. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's just you. You're wearing multiple hats. You're getting the small business burnout. I mean, you're doing QuickBooks. You got to go service the client, and then you got to do the invoice.
But it's not about money. It's not about money. And mission and vision is not about money. You don't need any money.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying since you're doing so much that you don't really have, you're kind of running in a circle.
But that's what we're talking about, chaos.
Right.
That's
chaos. So how do you get out of that?
You start back in the beginning. That's what I'm saying. You start back in the beginning with a mission and a vision. And it doesn't have to be professionally done by a business consultant or business coach or, you know, an MBA or anything.
Yeah.
Figure out two things. What is your ultimate achievement? What is your victory? And what is it that you want to come to do every day to keep yourself true to achieve that at one day? Very simple, right? And it can be in very simple terms. It could be a sentence. It could be a couple words. It could be a bullet list. It doesn't have to be how we do it, right? So once you have that, now you can say, hey, I'm not going to go into chaos. The next step is setting categories, setting policies, setting procedures.
There we go. That's what I was asking. Okay, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You got the mission and vision, but like, how do you execute it?
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Here we are.
Right, here we are. So we're very challenging because we offer multiple services, like lots of services. But if you are, pick a company, pick an industry.
Pick an industry?
Yeah, like pick a business. What any business.
A liquor store.
A liquor store.
Boom. Everybody.
A liquor store. Right.
Yeah.
So in a liquor store, what is your mission and your vision in a liquor store? Really briefly, right? I mean, it could be to achieve, money. Although I don't recommend using a revenue goal is your vision.
Yeah.
But maybe your vision is to have 5 liquor stores.
Right.
Maybe that's your vision,
Right.
right? So your mission every day would be to come in is to attain great customer service. Make sure you always have inventory.
Right.
Make sure you have little things at the front counter to add to the experience of buying alcohol because it's very bland, right? Maybe that's those things that keep you true when you come in every day, right? And again, I'm shooting from the cuff off a liquor store.
Right.
But that's great and all well and good. But like you said, how do you get to that next level? So what you do, you have to say, okay, now I need to set up my processes and my procedures, right? So break your company out into the categories that you have to do, right? Customer service, inventory, how do I treat my customers? Marketing, right? How do I attain more customers?
Right.
Whatever the categories are. What are my maintenance plans to keep my refrigerators cold or whatever it may be?
Right.
And then you say, okay, now that I have my categories, what are my processes and procedures in each one of those categories?
So the main theme here is processes and procedures.
Organization, processes, procedures.
Right.
Things that are repeatable that once you perfect it, or not perfect it, but once you get it down pat and you know it works for you, then it's a repeatable process.
So how do you write that? Do you write it down?
I would highly recommend writing
it down. Write it down. Okay.
Absolutely.
So with that, I mean, if you write it down, then you can replicate it and give it to new employees. They can.
Well, not just that.
Right.
I always say you write things down, 1 for reference. 2 for training, and 3 for comprehension.
Right.
Comprehension being the most important thing. Why do you think when you go into some offices and they have their mission and vision up on their wall? It's so when you can go there, the employees get reminded every day of why you come to work every day. It's not for a paycheck. It's to achieve the mission and the vision of the company.
Right.
So writing it down is for comprehension. It's so you can kindly comprehend it and remember it, and it's instilled in you to where you constantly remember it. It's just part of instinct at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So processes, right? What else? I mean, do you have people read those? I mean, so you're expanding at this point, right? Do you have your new employees read them? How do you execute them? Like, what's that next step, right?
Well, I mean,
or do you hold how do you hold yourself accountable to it?
Wow,
I mean,
that's 2 things.
Being the singular.
Yeah, if you're just a single business owner, right? Constantly remind yourself, still hang the poster up, still do this. Maybe you have a sheet on your register, or, we're still talking about the liquor store,
right?
Or maybe you have it by your bedside at night, and you constantly remind yourself of why you started your company and why you come to work every day.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I mean, some days you're like, well, I don't want to work today. It sucks. Today kind of sucked. Yeah. But, we know why we're here. We know what we do. You overcome adversity. And we can talk about adversity at another topic because that's a very interesting one. But you always remind yourself, and you have to educate your employees. That's part of your onboarding program. When you get a new employee and you don't say, hey, Joe Schmo or Judy whatever, go work.
Joe Schmo or Judy whatever.
It's off the cuff, man.
I like Judy whatever though.
Judy cool. Whatever, It
was original.
Yeah. You just go to work. What do you mean go to work? What do I do?
Right.
No, you have to onboard them, make them aware of what your mission, your vision is, what your expectations are, what you can do, what you can't do, what your customer service experience is, regardless of what business you have. You always have to have customer service, whether it's online or not, whether you're customer facing or not. Your employees need to know that. What's your expectations of that? And a lot of companies fail at that. A lot of companies fail.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the biggest things right there. If you don't have the process, if you don't have it written down, you don't have some type of onboarding process, you don't have some type of training process.
And the other big thing is that we were talking about is values. Your company has to have values. And what do I mean by values? I think we talked about it on a podcast or 2 ago where I called this one company, and They said, if you don't hear from us in 24 hours, go find somebody else.
It was great.
What on earth? I would love, no, I wouldn't love, because that wouldn't be it. It would be an interesting position to be in, of not needing or wanting new clients.
Yeah, that's confusing.
It's super confusing. And I try to bat my brain on what would be the reasons where you're maxed out. You don't want to bring on more clients because you don't want to sacrifice customer service, but you're giving horrible customer service now.
That would be like if I told you, right? Let's say we have a new client. So I'm going back to IT, right? You say, hey, we have a new client, or we have an existing client. They need to have this functionality added to their business. And I'm like, no, we can't do it. It's not scalable. And I told you it's not scalable.
Right.
What? Why when you did not design this thing, it's not scalable? What is wrong with you? We can't add new devices.
Right.
We can't meet the customer needs. We can't do this. No, when we plan a new project, it should be scalable out to what? The next five years at least, right? Based on the technology that we're given. Same thing with business.
Yeah.
If you're not scalable for the next 5 years, if you're not thinking ahead.
That's the game. Well, again, they say that's why a lot of things in life are correlated to the game of chess.
Right.
I was actually just talking to Karen earlier today about, being on different levels, and I'm always 3 steps ahead. I'm always thinking 3 steps ahead. That's why I work so fast. I talk so fast. My brain's always going because I'm already wanting to get to that next level, and that's one of the challenges. I have to finish the level I'm on before I get to the next one. But I'm always thinking, a couple steps ahead,
right?
Because you have to be aware, business aware of what's going on, what's coming, what can potentially happen. But all that's part of, having a mission, a vision, values, policies, procedures. And we can go even further and talk about doing a SWOT analysis and a pest analysis on your company.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's other things that you can do that every client that we've done that for has never had one before. And we're talking businesses, one we're working with right now. I mean, 25 years in business.
Very successful at very successful at what they do,
but
still see a need for improvement, especially with the operations piece.
Right? Who ever expected a global pandemic to happen?
Yeah,
you can't predict that. You can't predict that, right? So you can't predict what happens in the world of what industries are going to be affected. But that's why you do a pest analysis, right?
That's just going to be in your disaster recovery plan now.
Exactly. Has a business continuity plan there.
Yeah.
But I mean. So there's so many businesses that, we've been in business over 16 and a half years. I've had up to 5 companies at one time. I know chaos. I've seen chaos. I've been part of chaos. We see it every day when we go into clients where you go into one client and they're cussing their brains out, talking bad about clients and this, and their customer service, answering the phone is horrible. They're just not trained. It's all part of their policies, procedures, and processes. Yeah. So it's not just the business owner living in chaos, but your business, your team, right? Your whole team. Imagine a football team or a football game. Imagine a football game where there were no captains, there were no coaches. Can you picture that? What would that be?
Hilarious comedy.
It would be chaos. Even as a teenager, when we used to play tackle football, just go to the the playground
or
and play.
Keep alive, where you just keep passing the ball around to somebody.
Whatever it may be, we would do that. There was still somebody who was in charge that kind of like, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, this is what we're going to do on the next play. Right. They weren't really a coach. It would be one person this time, one person next time. Yeah. But and sometimes it was chaos. Yeah. But imagine that. That's what your business would be in if you had nobody that was establishing structure, right? And repeatable processes and procedures and what can do and what we can't do and addressing behavior if there's behavior that's not appropriate or whatever it may be. So we see it every day. It's crazy.
All that's crazy, right? But a lot of people confuse chaos for the hustle or the grind. Oh, I'm grinding. A lot of people do, especially my
Explain
generation.
That.
Let me give you a little cue.
Yeah.
Because I see it on Facebook and Instagram and all this crazy stuff now, right? People are putting the grind on a pedestal. I'm grinding. I'm working 20 hours a day. I'm doing this. Right? You see all this. It's even on LinkedIn and all these memes and stuff like that, right?
Well, that's the people that have 25 jobs. I'm an event planner. I'm a business coach. You ever see that people?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they got 5 things that they do every day. That's their business.
And I see a lot of people, and they're literally confusing. And this, this is just what I'm seeing now. And a lot of people are just perpetrating this as like, hey, this is the way it needs to be. Your day, every day, should not be that way. You should not come in and say, hey, I have 50 billion things to do. I don't know how to do it, but I'm grinding. I'm hustling.
As long as you're grinding, you're successful.
It's fine. No, it's not. Stop putting the grind on a pedestal.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. A grind is not a good thing.
It's not a good thing, you know? And it's so crazy that, you know, if what people are doing and it comes out of this whole pandemic, if you didn't lose 20 pounds out of this pandemic, you failed. If you didn't start a new business out of this pandemic, you failed. There's so much of this stuff on social media.
That's society setting the expectations for us again.
It's so horrible.
Awesome society.
And I feel bad for a lot of these people who are just like sucked into this. I mean, look, you're all day in your house. I mean, you're working all day, and then you're I guess what your reprieve is your cell phone, right? And this is all you're seeing.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started.
If you didn't take your stimulus, check and start a new business or start an LLC, you're an idiot.
Right.
Dude, no. Like, we need to stop doing that as a culture, it's insane what we're doing to each other.
Well, it's because society says that you have to be a certain way. Well, I say F society.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
If anybody out there knows what I'm referencing, put your comments down below.
We're going to put the mask on next.
Right. That was a reference to something specific.
Yeah.
So, right. But seriously, you know, people... But that, again, that's society. But we're talking about chaos in business. So we've told you what chaos is in a business and what I think it would be.
Yeah.
So how do we solve that, right? How do we fix that? You know, one is, you know, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do. You have to have a plan.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking a business plan. I'm talking a marketing plan. I'm talking about a strategy of what you do from Monday through Friday and whatever hours you work.
Yep.
And don't get me started with working from home during the pandemic and, oh, I've got so much to do. I'm working from home. I'm stressed out and because I'm working from home. Make your home a working place.
Yeah.
You know, I'm no expert on this, but create a place in your home that's where you work. And then just like you leave work and go home, leave that place and go to the rest of your house. Doesn't matter if you have a small house or a big house.
Yeah, just leave it
cramped.
Leave it. You have to find these balances.
Yeah, you have to find the balance of do this and do that. You know, some people have luxury of having their own office in their house.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Their couch is their office and they got 9 kids running around or whatever it may be. I understand that. Yeah. I comprehend that. But again, only you can control you.
Yeah.
You know, only you can control you. And I say it all the time. Change can't happen without change. And I put my name in quotes around that.
Leave the freaking laptop. Like, put it down.
Close it. Just close it. Put a pillow over it. You're out of my mind.
Mute your freaking emails for like 30 minutes. If you're in a
phone
position
off for
where
a
you can do
whatever
that.
it may
You're
be.
not on call or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you have to start separating these things.
Well,
it will literally drive you crazy.
Exactly.
Because then you have no moment to actually organize your thoughts for the day.
Right. It's like if you could just put a plan together for one day.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do the month or the year, semi-annually, the quarter, the month, the week. Just do it by the day.
Yeah.
Hey, today I'm going to accomplish this. This is my mission for today, right? But it has to correlate what's relative to your business.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I'm going to make 25 phone calls a day. That's my goal. No, that's not. That's a good goal.
Right, but what does
that have to do with your business, though?
Right, exactly.
Right? So go back, and this goes back to what's your vision, what's your mission? What are you going to work to do every day? If you're not doing something that's going to contribute to the mission, stop doing it because you're just going to waste time, right?
Just don't do it just because somebody said do it.
Right. Don't do it because you're following somebody else and how they run their business.
Right, exactly.
Do what you know how to do. If you don't know how to do something, again, you'll hear me say it a million times. Education is free.
Yeah.
The days of, people saying I can't have an education or I can't do this or I can't learn that or I can't switch jobs because I can't afford it.
No. We just talked to somebody 2 weeks ago who literally reinvented themselves 3 times.
Exactly. 3 times, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And, and today, guess what? Internet is free. Comcast gives free internet.
This is true. They're trying
Free.
to, they're trying to close the digital divide.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Because it was a real thing, because people had internet access, they had access to certain things, which gave them, opportunities. Yeah. So I applaud Comcast, Xfinity Comcast, it's Comcast Universal now, I believe. But, hands off to them for recognizing that and doing something about it. Like, the world of the internet opens up an amazing set of opportunities. You can get training free. I mean, what we're doing right now is contributing to free training, right? I mean, so there's so much that's out there that you can do to make yourself better. But I don't want to get on that soapbox, but have a plan at least for the day. I'm going to do this. I need to do this. What do I need to do this week to achieve one part of my mission? Do I write a policy on customer service? Or do I mentally practice better customer service this week? Or whatever. It doesn't have to be some drawn out crazy thing. But if you stick to your mission, you're going to achieve your vision. Right. It's just going to happen. Right. It's natural, right? So what else about chaos? I mean,
understanding when they're employees that are contributing to your chaos.
Yeah. Oh, that's
spot on.
Yeah.
Understanding that, recognizing it, and not being handcuffed to your employees.
Well, that's one thing. So there's two parts to that. One,
boom. Go ahead and take care of that.
Yeah.
I'm pour something, and you're gonna take care of that.
Do not be handcuffed by your employees. No matter what you think, do not get handcuffed. Because there is always someone out there that can help you. There's always someone out there that can do it better. There's always somewhere to turn. It may suck and be rough, but you'll get over it. And again, we go back to that word adversity, right?
Yeah.
People, I think there's a special type of person or special type of people, and those are people who can get over adversity, who can get through adversity, who can deal with adversity, who can take adversity, tell it to kiss my ass. Yeah. Because that's what makes strong people and strength inside your soul, right? To just be able to move on. But yeah, so there's that. And then, hey, wake up. If your employees aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, teach them. If you don't know, you learn and then teach them, or get them somebody else to teach them. Your employees fail because you fail, right? If you have a failing employee, get rid of them. Obviously try and help them, provide them the tools and stuff to get better.
No, but for real,
but if you're at an impasse, move on. They're not a fit.
We had that. We multiple times had that, and it was just a really bad situation to be in. You have to, even if you're just working with even a team of people, even if you're just in charge of a team of people, you need to understand how to recognize and see this person is literally attributing to my chaos on my division, my shift, my, I don't know what else, whatever else, like the people,
whatever level
you're in, if you're just a manager for 5 people, like if you can,
or a manager of 2 people,
it doesn't matter. Like you have to recognize this, you have to see this, like you have to take that into account. There's certain personalities, there's certain communication styles that don't match up.
They just don't fit. They don't fit,
and they're gonna like literally take over and contribute or create chaos, which ultimately could be the detriment of your business.
Right.
And if you don't understand that, if you don't recognize that, that's going to be a massive problem. Understanding personnel. Right. Understanding personnel.
And then that, there's I'll throw a little tidbit out there. I did teach a seminar on the difference between a leader, manager, and a boss. It is out there on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Balancelogic. Just say it. If
youtube.com
youtube.com/Balancelogic.
Definitely. I think that's personnel can be such a massive part of your chaos.
Oh, it is. It's huge. And then, it's a huge snowball, right? Because one little thing can set you off. But again, I'm not saying this is a perfect system.
No, it's not.
But it's a structure that, that we try and follow, that I followed in the Marine Corps. And it's just, it's logical, and I'm a very logical person. Yeah. I like to think I'm logical, but
no. So I'm going to speak a truth here. So back when we had an employee, and
what's the first initial?
I'm not even saying.
Oh.
So you'll know. So back when we had an employee, right, and we gave this employee task, it caused more struggles and rifts within the team because the team felt that they had to go back and check that employee's information like all the time. All right. So no hint, right? Just understanding that, hey, you give this person literally we removed this person. No, this person went on vacation.
Oh,
this
man.
person went on vacation, right?
Oh, man.
And it was just like a breath of freaking fresh air.
I really have no.
It's
clue
fine. You don't need to. But here, this is what I'm saying. It was a pressure. It was like everybody just had their task, and we moved. It was a little bit more work.
You're not talking about
Right?
me, are you?
Yeah.
Nah.
So yeah, it was a little bit more work, but the work was completed. It was done. Everybody felt comfortable that the work was done because it was assigned to themselves. They knew it would be taken care of to the specifications that I outlined.
Oh, you're talking about yourself?
No, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You know, this is, and it was just like, wow, this is a massive problem, and you can get so caught up in it that you don't even really know that it's chaos because you're literally living in it every day.
Right. You get blinded.
You get blinded.
You get blinded.
So you got to switch people out sometimes, give them different roles, give them different tasks within their realm.
But that's also part of, security, IT security.
Yeah.
And I forget the name of the policy right off the top of my head, but where you switch people in jobs so somebody's not doing that same job all the time.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was literally crazy. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, chaos it could be overwhelming, but it's a powerful word, chaos.
Yes, yeah, right.
But you have to take hold of it, and you can do it at any point in time. It doesn't, it doesn't matter what, where you are in your business. If you've been in business forever, you're just starting your business. It's the one, what's the first step? Recognizing, right?
So, question: would you rather have? Here's a lot of things. Stop throwing bodies at things.
Oh, you heard me say that a lot.
Stop throwing bodies at things. What would you rather have? 25 people or 3 specialized people that could knock that crap out?
I mean, you already know my answer, but that's one of the reasons why I left the corporate world, because all the politics and red tape was, we have X project. Go hire 5 people and get it done. And I'm like, well, we don't need to hire. We can save like $300,000. Hire one person. Let me put this process in place and we can knock it out. It may take 3 weeks longer.
Right.
Nope. Just go hire the people. I'm like, what are you talking about? You want to make decisions just because you're in charge, not what's best for the company or what makes sense.
What sense does that make?
That's not me. Like, I'm all about making things, easier, simpler, more effective, more efficient with less resources. It don't make sense. Throw bodies at it.
Can we add like a tab in there somewhere? Like, don't throw bodies at things.
Right. Yeah. It's just, you may get it done quicker, maybe, but it's not going to be done right. You're just throwing resources at something. I call it the shotgun blast, or you just get a handful of darts and throw them at the dartboard. Maybe one will get a bullseye, or maybe they'll all be on the outside ring.
I don't know.
But I guess it depends on what game you're playing.
Right.
But being
close only matters with what? Horseshoes and
and hand grenades.
Like, come on.
But I
but
almost did it. Well, it only counts in horseshoes because if you almost get a ringer, you still get points.
Yeah.
And a grenade.
Cornhole. I think that's it.
Well, yeah.
As long as you make it on the board.
As long as you make it on the board.
Right.
That's splitting hairs. But.
Yeah, but I think we need to write that down somewhere. There's like a couple things that we just said I think would be the most important thing.
We just put it down. We'll write it in the description.
Just write it in the description. If anything, guys, like if you don't just skip through and put these, we'll put the time tags in there, but take that away. Yeah,
and we'd love to hear some stories of chaos from anybody out there.
Yeah.
Not long, like 5-hour stories, but just
I'll listen.
Right. But no, some feedback on that because it's important. It's a big thing,
right.
Especially today. Look, let's paint a picture. You're a small business.
Yeah.
You're already struggling because it's, whatever your business is. It's a lot of small businesses struggle for various reasons. Then we throw a global pandemic on it.
Yeah.
Then we throw work from home on it.
Yeah. And the kids are in the house.
And if you're married with kids, or not even married, but just have kids, or if you have family members living in your house, or whatever it is, there's so many different variables and so many different scenarios. Can you imagine, I know I'm not talking to you,
Yeah.
but can you imagine those of that small business owners out there being a small business owner right now? Can you picture that? Like, if you just work for somebody, it's challenging enough.
Yeah.
Working from home during a pandemic. But take yourself out of that job and stick yourself in a small business owner position and just fathom what that potentially could feel like if your business is successful. Now, take it another level deep. And if your business is struggling, imagine the chaos you're in, right? And we're talking different chaos. But
definitely per industry. I mean,
yeah, and and then you have business chaos, and then you take personal life
chaos.
chaos, and you mix personal chaos with business chaos, and I don't know what the hell you call that. Complete chaos, I guess. But
a cluster.
yeah, I mean, and it happens. But I mean, my advice is just like we said, planning, having a mission, having a vision, having values. What does your company stand for? And that goes back to marketing, right? Yeah. Or your brand identity. What does your company stand for? If you're an individual and you have a sole proprietorship, what do you stand for? What is your personal brand? Like, what do you stand for? What are your values? What do you say I will always do for my clients or my customers, or I will only do this for my clients or customers, or what am I willing to do for my clients and customers?
Yeah, we've had to move that line back and forth.
We've had to change that line depending on the client. And a lot of people say, no, this is what you do. Here's your line and stick to it. Well, look, it doesn't work that way because you have to be flexible and you have to be dynamic, and especially in today's business world. Yeah. And you can't, like during the global pandemic, during this time, last year when it all started, I talked to a couple of business owners of mine and friends of mine, and they were like, well, I don't care if they're working from home or not. This is what we're doing. Okay, well, that's not what your clients are looking for. They want empathy. They want, sympathy. They want you to work with them, because businesses is not, and this is what separates us from other businesses in this area that are comparative to us, that they're about accounts.
Their accounts.
Right. Yeah. And we're about, look, we're part of your company. We want that relationship.
We're
right?
We're integrated.
Yeah. We want to be there for you. We're not just pay us and this is it. No, we want to help you through. We want to do this. If you can't pay us for a month or two because of the global attempt, we get it. We appreciate you just being there. Right. And, we've had that scenario.
We've handed out, how many free laptops for just
2 dozen
for their kids?
Yeah. Almost 2 dozen laptops and desktops that we've donated to families, clients, and our clients' kids that need it. They have multiple kids and they wanted to go. They all couldn't do.
But see, a lot of that. We didn't even put out some type of, I don't know.
No, they did
drive or something. It literally came from conversation. It literally just came from conversation.
Oh, hey, how's things going? How the kids going? Oh, well, my I got 5 kids.
They're all sharing one laptop.
Exactly.
Right now.
You know what? Hey, I got laptops coming out of my ears. Would you like one?
My ears. Good job.
I mean, literally, it's like, oh, you get a laptop. Oh, you get a laptop.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you want a laptop? Oh, that would be awesome. Hey, give me a couple days. And we refurbished laptops and gave them out,
Yeah.
And desktops and monitors or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But that's what we're here for, right? We're here to help our clients, because what do I always say? There's 2 most important things in my business life, and that is employees and clients, because without clients, I can't hire any employees, and without employees, I cannot service my clients.
We've made a butt ton of accommodations for employees too. So
of course,
I mean that's just.
But that's family,
That's family.
But clients are family too. It's like when you walk into, whether it's a doctor's office, a healthcare practice or whatever government contract, some of our clients, and you get hugs and they high five you and stop what they're doing and do that. You have a great relationship. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's amazing. But if you walk into a client, they don't say 2 words to you. They're like, "What are you doing here?" Like,
whoa,
there's a problem. You need to talk to your client.
Have we ever experienced?
We don't have those clients anymore, but we have.
I mean, the only time we get those if I walk into the building or we walk in there together, they're like, "Oh my God,
yeah, we're walking in.
What's happening?
The building's falling down.
Something's broken. Why are you 2 here?"
Yeah, exactly. The heavy
something really must be bad.
Yeah, exactly. Why are you here?
Right, but no,
what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. But definitely. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it's crazy, but just picture. So we have sympathy for the small business out there. Sympathy is probably not the best word.
Empathy.
Yeah, I mean, that fits sometimes too, but we care about that. Like, we really, truly care, because the small business world should stick together a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, I eat competition for breakfast. I love competition. It makes me stronger, better, keeps me on my toes.
Yeah, we just change. We always change.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not afraid of it. So I'm all about,
not be afraid to add a free service or upgrade your service, right? And then just
or charge the client a little extra money that you're supposed to charge them a year ago.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you haven't
yeah.
charged
Hey,
them.
yeah, that guy.
I ain't saying it. That's it. Yo, I have a soft heart.
Hey, you do though.
You know?
I gotta remind you, I'm a little there sometimes. I'm like,
Oh,
screw it.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean,
But yeah, I mean, it's hard though. But that's a whole other story. Just understanding your value as well. Understanding your value for what you offer.
it is.
Don't sell yourself short. Right.
Don't sacrifice your value.
Please don't.
But that doesn't mean you can't be flexible.
Exactly. So, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I mean? And it's pretty crazy where family, friends, and other people are like, "Hey, I expect this service from you. If you don't give it to me for $2, I'm gonna go over here and get it from this guy for $4."
Yeah, you're price chopping.
You see what I'm saying? But
It doesn't make sense.
But that's fine. You don't need.
But that's
you
business.
you don't need that in your life, and that's fine because you got to understand the price of your time.
You have
Your
and
time-
in your experience.
Yeah, and your experience, it is valuable.
Yeah.
Have some swagger with it.
Right, exactly.
You
I
see
mean,
what I'm
there's a
saying?
market value for everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything in the world, there's a market value. And that market value is established to say, what is this worth at this time? And sometimes it goes up, just like gold or Bitcoin or whatever it is. It's market based. So it goes up or it goes down, the value. Yours goes up and down as well based on the market. You may have all these accolades and everything like that, and you move to, I don't know, Birkenhart, Idaho. I don't even know if that's a
that
real
real?
place. I don't
Oh, is
know.
it?
If it is, I apologize. But
It's not okay.
I could even repeat what I just said because I don't even know. It just fell out. But if you're in that place and your IT services may only be like $65 an hour there,
This is facts.
But does that mean that you get to charge $200 an hour that you can in the
No,
DC area?
No.
No, because the market in that area says this is what it's worth. So
Understanding.
you have to be
Doing the
flexible.
research.
Yeah, you have to be flexible. I can't. Wow, I don't think I could pull that name off if I tried again. I don't even know if I got the state correct.
Birkenhaugen.
Did I say Ohio or Iowa? I don't know which one I said. It was like a combination of both. It like fell out.
I mean, but
I mean, it happens sometimes.
yeah, no. I mean, so hey, man, I hope a lot of people watch this one.
Yeah.
I hope you. I mean, if you got questions, hit us up. Put us,
Yeah,
this
post the
is-
comments. We're up to answer. Put questions in, and we'll answer those questions.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. If there's more of, if we want to do this podcast again, actually, we are, we are new to the podcast, so this is our 6th or something we're putting
like
out
that.
there. But once we get a decent audience,
we'll start doing.
we'll start doing
ones.
live casting where we're going to
Yeah,
ask
with just a whole bunch of questions
and things like
bring
that.
people on.
Yeah.
For my IT guys, I'll start bringing on some.
We're bringing
guests,
all kinds of crazy people on because
crazy people, experts in their field.
Yeah.
We'll start knocking that stuff
We'll
out.
start
but
doing that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing. We'll do some live labs. We're gonna do some stuff like that.
we're
do
going
some
to do
trainings.
Yeah, we'll do reviews. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
reviews
know.
of
If,
stuff.
I don't know if people want our reviews of things, but
This is trash.
you're right. trash. Hey, we'll have a buzzer. We'll have a buzzer on there.
Yeah, I like a trash.
Exactly.
Yeah,
trash.
this is
Actually,
true.
we'll say trash.
Yeah,
just
I
press
have.
it.
I can put the button.
You can just record it.
It
Say
can
trash. Trash.
Trash.
Yo, have Oscar. Is that his
Garbage.
name? Is that his name from Sesame Street? Oscar?
Yeah,
Oscar the Grouch?
Trash, garbage. But I just want to say one last thing. Like, if you're out there and you're being, I don't know, subjected to all this crazy social media out here, unplug yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please unplug yourself. I see it so much. I see it where, you're supposed to be 30, you're supposed to be this age, and that just attributes to your chaos. You're supposed to have this, which, adds into your chaos. Your business is supposed to be this successful. This is chaos. You're supposed to own a business. If you don't, you're trash, chaos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody out there is saying, hey, if you don't own a business, if you don't do this, if you're not working for yourself and you're working for somebody else, you're doing it wrong. What?
All right.
Trash. You know what I'm saying? So just understand that not everybody else's views, and even though it's most of the time it's an algorithm that's being directed towards you,
Oh, yeah.
please understand that you are fine. Okay. You what you're doing is okay.
And it's okay no matter how important you think you are or how important you are, or you ask for help. It's
That's
okay.
right. Yeah.
Ask for advice. Hey, it's okay to admit you don't know how to do something or that you need help with something.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, nobody's going to say, "Oh, your business is horrible. You're a horrible CEO, or you're a horrible business because you don't know how to do X, Y, or Z." You know, if you can't Google it and Google's not your best friend, ask somebody.
Yeah.
That's why there's podcasts. That's why there's comments, and I'm sure we'll have a ton of people posting just stupid negative comments and, "Oh, you don't have an MBA and you didn't go to school for 9 million years. What do you know about business?" I'll tell you what, I know a lot about business,
That's
you know,
that's cool.
but that's my experience, you know.
Yeah.
I only share my experience. I'm not saying I know everything,
No.
but I was able to create companies. I was able to make acquisitions. I've had companies fail, and I was able to make, multiple millions of dollars. So I kind of know poquito,
A little bit.
a little bit,
I'm just saying.
I mean, not whatever my value is whatever it's worth, I'm willing to give it, So, but chaos, conquer your chaos. And you can do that by creating your plans, having a mission, vision, and creating and sticking to your values. That's what I got.
Other than that, man, we out.
Good. We out.
Till
Next time.
Later.